Here we are then on Uber presents Cricbuzz Comm Box. The West Indies, as per our Cricbuzz app, 173 for 5. So they've made 102 runs in the last 20 overs, but they've lost 5 wickets. And it's interesting that the spinners have done well. Kuldeep Yadav has been excellent, and Bumrah and Bhuvneshwar as usual. Bumrah 6 overs, 2 for 19. And one of the reasons that the West Indies are going at under 5 and over is that spell from Bumrah and Kuldeep Yadav. But they've had their moments. Hope is batting well again.
He's looked good,
Yeah.
I mean, throughout
Ajay, if you
series.
remember, we saw him last year in the West Indies when we were there together.
Yeah.
I've just looked at his record. His record does him no justice. He's a far better player than the record suggests.
Yeah, he seems to go up and down with his form. I mean, there was one series in England where he got 200s in one test match and then he suddenly dipped. So he seems like that kind of player. But with this series, he's just carried on with his form. He's played sensibly. The last game, he took the game right till the end, which is not easy for a team that's not used to winning. So he's shown more sensibility than the other players. He probably doesn't have the same flair as a Hetmeyer or a Powell at the top. But he seems to be a player who's a lot more solid.
And they've now got a partnership going. Jason Holder, you always look at Jason Holder. We had great fun with Jeffrey Dujon, who said he's not a fast bowler, he's a batsman. But he bats like a batsman.
He bats like a batsman. Yeah. He looks, to me, he looks like a better batsman than the bowler that we've seen him. Although he plays in that side as a bowler, I would like to see him bat where Malcolm Samuels bats, because he's one right-handed batsman in this West Indies side who picks both the spinners pretty well.
Yes.
He looks comfortable. He knows where the ball is spinning, and he's a sensible player. He's a sensible cricketer. So if he comes up the order, it'd probably help the other attacking players that are around him.
Lucky to get Hetmeyer out because he was, what, 37 of 21 balls. I love that swivel sweep he hit for 6. He picked it up so beautifully.
Very few players in the world. I mean, you don't see many players in modern day cricket who sweep the ball. I mean, olden days, yes, you had players who would sweep it for 6. Not many modern day players who do that. So he has that ability to pick balls even which are on the leg stump. He picks the ball from the off stump as well. He has a beautiful swing, that arc that he finishes right at the back. A little casual today when he got out because he had missed the ball, but if he was about a couple of inches behind, he would still be around. And
literally, I mean, just about that much. You know, we look at cricket, it's played on a huge ground, it's played over 22 yards, but often it's about that much that determines whether you win or lose. Okay, let's look ahead now. 14 overs to come after the over in progress. There's 4 overs of spin. But it'll come down to those 4 from Bhuvneshwar and Bumrah, won't it? Khalil Ahmed's the only one who's gone over 6 and over.
It's been a little expensive, but I think spinners will have a role. These 5 overs will decide what the total ends up at, because if they pick up a couple of wickets, then it's going to it'll be a different pace. They would not get to 310, 320, which they would hope to get. But I guess it's all left to hope how he manages those spin. It's not the number of runs that they pick up against these spinners. Once you get past that 40 overs, what we've seen with the Indian captain and Indian team, that singles are there for taking. It's not that you need to push very hard, so you'll get 5, 6 and over. But if you lose a couple of wickets now before that 40th over, you have to have 5 fielders in the field, and it changes the game.
Okay, so having said that, 320 was what the West Indies have been managing so far. That's looking a little too far away. 123 in 14 overs, but we'll wait and see. I think at the moment India are ahead in this game.